Welcome back to Living Room Requests.
Hello there.
Great to see you.
It's
I can't
amazing.
see anything, actually, to be honest.
You have to pretend.
That's
That's how it
he
works.
was doing well. It's amazing, he said.
You have to pretend that people are literally right there.
Right there. That would be weird. Well, we're going to start with a hymn. This is requested by Suzanne.
A lot of people don't know of it as a hymn, though.
Well, it's apparently very well known. "I'll Fly Away." It was in "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" and a couple of other things, and it's been done by a lot of people. But we found the original music that was published in 1932, and we have found some things out about
It's
it.
sort of it's a vintage hymn as opposed to an antique hymn.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly. And its first recording was on something called the Chuckwagon Show. And I think it's my feeling that they might have done it in an upbeat manner so as not to turn off the sponsors, because radio back then had to be very,
That's very
energetic. So I think that's what sort of set it on that particular path. I could be completely
Patricia doesn't think it matches the words.
wrong about
And the first published version in the original folio in which it was in didn't have any tempo indication.
No, of
so
course
it
not.
thinks
It's a hymn
slower.
book.
Anyway,
Anyway,
blah, blah,
we're gonna
blah,
do
blah,
it.
blah. I'm going to play this
What's he
instrument.
going to play?
Which-
What's he going to play?
which is entitled Mandolin Banjo. And you'll be forgiven for using the term banjolin because it's very similar. But I'm going to link some videos below of which I've already played the banjolin in. And the first person to comment what the difference between my banjolin and my mandolin banjo is gets the as yet unannounced special prize.
What, you're going to comment underneath it?
The first person to comment on this video what the difference between my banjolin and mandolin banjo is gets the special prize.
What's
as
that?
yet unannounced. It's
Oh.
as yet unannounced.
I'll Fly Away, let's do it.
And before we do it, I'll say, if you're totally new to this, don't worry, we do talk a little bit, but we also play a few songs. You can check out the other videos on the channel and make your request to patriciahammond.com/request.
£33. £33 per song. We do everything. We film it, we mention your name, we arrange it, he arranges it, he films it. I just sing, that's all I do, and say wrong things.
It's a good description. Here we go.
Some glad morning when this life is o'er, I'll fly away,
Fly away.
to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away, fly away,
Fly away.
fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away,
In the morning.
when I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll
Fly away.
fly away,
Fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll
fly away
in the morning
when I die.
Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away, fly away.
I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away
in the morning
when I die.
Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away,
Fly away.
fly away.
I like that. Thank you, Suzanne. Suzanne's got some very interesting and incredibly varied requests.
Don't forget to comment.
There
Just
it is.
in case everybody's interested, this is a John Gray band, but this is. Ugh. If we edited, I would edit that out. This is a John Gray mandolin banjo from about 1960, and it has a ticket on it, JV Bourdon Limited, makers and importers of musical instruments, etc. 2122 High Street, Shoreditch, London E1. It is
So-
no longer there.
I doubt it would be pronounced Bourdon.
Well, it is JV, and you get a lot of French two people first names. I don't know. I think the J and that just.
He really should be a detective
Right.
and or a private eye.
What are we going to detect now?
We're going to detect something modern. The last modern thing, modern things. Modern things are the things that stretch me the most. And the last one we did was from Elbow, and I have a very big apology because afterwards I explained the difference, what happens to me personally when I try and sing and play percussion at the same time. It's sort of two different things. And then Matt said, well, you got to take it up with, and he listed all these men's names. And I thought he was listing a list of names of drummers who sing beautifully and drum at the same time, not having heard of them. I just assumed that, but he wasn't. He was listing the names of all the people, the members of the band Elbow. So he wasn't actually insulting me in the way that I thought he was. He wasn't insulting me at all. So I apologize.
Look, you know you're a
publicly.
proper YouTuber when you
This
have
was
to...
like, what do you call that? The Guardian, notes and corrections.
Yeah, you know you're a proper YouTuber when you have to make apology videos.
Oh yes. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to cry? Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to cry. They're supposed to be like, I'm really very sorry for all
So this one's...
the anguish I've caused.
This
I don't want
one's-
to cause anguish to anyone.
This Roy Smack, there you go. This one's for Sheila, and we may or may not join it on to another one, which is also for Sheila, which we'll tell you about after.
Yes, we'll back announce it, as they call it, which always sounds a bit dirty. I don't know why. Just have a little patience. Still hurting from a love I lost. I'm feeling your frustration. But any minute all the pain will stop. Just hold me close inside your arms tonight. Don't be too hard on my emotions, 'cause I need time. My heart is numb, as no feeling. So while I'm still healing, just try and have a little patience. I really want to start over again. I know you want to be my salvation, the one that I can always depend. I'll try to be strong. Believe me, I'm trying to move on. It's complicated, but understand me. feeling. So while I'm still healing, just try and have a little patience. Love changes everything, hands and faces, earth and sky. Love changes everything, how you live and how you die. Love can make the summer fly, or a night seem like a lifetime. Yes, love changes everything. Now I tremble at your name. Nothing in the world will ever be the same. Love changes everything. Days are longer, words mean more. Love can break the strongest heart. Pain is deeper than before. Love will turn your world around, and that world will last forever. Yes, love changes everything, brings you glory, brings you shame. Nothing in the world will ever be the same. Off into the world we go, planning futures, shaping years. Love bursts in and suddenly all our wisdom disappears. Love make fools of everyone. All the rules we make are broken. Yes, love changes everything. Live or perish in its flame. Love will never, never let you be the same. Love will never, never let you be the So that was called, what was it called?
Love changes everything.
It was called Love Changes Everything.
From Aspects of Love. And as Patricia often says...
He didn't even smile. I made the best joke just then. He totally took me seriously. What was that song called?
Very funny.
I was making a funny. The singer made a funny.
That was authentic keyboard performance from the early 1980s. It was period performance. You may laugh now, but you wait until the serious music critics of this world call that period performance. It won't be long.
Oh yeah, no. He period instruments.
Patricia often likens the music theatre compositions of Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber and asks them to be regarded in the same breath as his art collection.
Oh yes, no, I think he's got a very, very important pre-Raphaelite
Be right
art
back,
collection,
actually.
like world class art collection. Like one of the most important ones in the world, I think. And he's quite generous with lending it out, I think. I don't know any of this. I'm just don't believe anything I say, basically. That's the rule.
Let's just stick to stinging. Oh, we'll play.
Don't believe anything I say. So at some point I'm gonna okay.
Right.
Okay, now
Is
Matt's
it time for an
very
instrumental?
rash. It's time for an instrumental.
This is a selection of rogues who would like us to be.
Oh, yeah, Sheila asked for Love Changes Everything.
Oh, that's
as well,
right. It was
as
a
well
Sheila
as
double bill.
Patience.
No, this is a selection of rogues, and it's from the movie Zorba the Greek. Now, it's not the theme
What's it
tune, which
called,
people
Ben?
think it is. It's actually the number that I'm going to play and that was requested is called Zorba's Dance, which is not the
Let's
same.
not make this too long-winded.
Okay.
This is boring.
It's not the same as Zorba the Greek theme tune Zorba's Dance extract because
one of
it
those
doesn't
things.
start the way that people think it does, but this one does. So,
Yeah.
was that short enough?
That was pretty short.
Good.
Short. Basically, I used to work in a record shop, and people would come in back then, and they'd say, "It's the thing that goes like this, da dum, da 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 dum," and then you'd know where to take them, right?
Yeah.
So that's what they'd say, and that's what. Now you want me to do
Yeah.
some percussion, which is
Okay.
I
Are
never.
you comfortable with it there?
I never will figure out how Matt wants me to do percussion. I can only surmise it's because of COVID-19 and that he doesn't have access to drummers or percussionists and he is just plain desperate. Anyway, I won't go
it's
into
part of Patricia's
details.
arsenal. Anyway,
No,
what
it's
I
not.
will say really shortly,
Only since you made me.
really briefly, is that Rog request this for those who still can't go out. And you know, they may be people watching this video towards the end of 2020, unfortunately, who still can't go out. So I hope that's still valid then.
Well, they're all sort of. I mean, Blue Bayou is going to somewhere else. Zorba's Dance is going to Greece. It's like a sort of world tour for those who can't go out.
It's lovely.
That's wonderful. All right, here we go. Here goes
Starting
nothing.
off the beat, okay?
Yep.
And when I count 1, 2, 3, 4, they're quavers.
Yep.
2,
Sorry.
3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
Well done.
Well, I completed the music as played in the movie. Few things to add.
Usually they use two.
Well,
See, when you hear that, usually it's two people playing. He's one person.
I am actually playing a mandocello.
He's not playing a bouzouki.
A Greek bouzouki is a completely different instrument, which is actually tuned like this. Sorry, can't play these two much.
I wonder.
It's tuned C, F, A, G. So it's an octave higher than this, which is tuned C, G, D, A. Also, the string jumped out of its joint. This originally was an Irish bouzouki, which was tuned an octave higher. Nobody cares about that. But one of the interesting things to note, me trying to play the thirds, did you notice I was going...
You won't see these positions in many places. It's very unusual.
And also the strings are really high tension. Also,
because most people are not masochists.
Most people play two bouzoukis with the guitar playing the chords. But that was all just me. So, but I hope it gave a flavour. A flavour of a holiday and a flavour of a sort of time when people went on holiday without risk that the country that they're travelling to from the UK would be placed back on the quarantine list before
who
they
knows?
got back.
Who knows?
Anyway,
who knows
where are we
what's
going
gonna
now,
happen?
Patricia?
We are now going to the opera. This is for Rog. This is for Rog. Rog asks for all sorts of interesting things. This is from the Marriage of Figaro. Listen to me become opera and pronounce that like that. I just looked at the mirror and my hair's a lot less frizzy. You may wonder why you may think I'd gone somewhere. No, I merely used some heated rollers for the first time. Usually I just put
Maybe we shouldn't just do a concert. You should promote products.
Promote product, yeah. They really want to sponsor. We need more views for that, I think, by a factor of what? 10? Anyway, yes.
You can give a brief summary of the...
Oh, basically, this is Cherubino, of course. I mean, well, no, not of course. Whatever. This is Cherubino. He's a young boy. Well, not young. He's pubescent. Like he's in love, and this is about every kind of woman. Everything makes him talk of love. You want to call it love? You can call it other things. He's hot for it forever, and basically, it's one of those roles that's played by a woman. And I remember reading an interview with Christa Ludwig, who said that they try and they cast mezzos who look like boys, and she said no. In the old days, it was titillating to have a buxom mezzo, in the arms of the soprano.
Oh, interesting.
I know. I thought that was great. Anyway, here we are. Non so più cosa son, cosa faccio. And at the end he says, and I talk about love to everybody, and I think about love with every woman, and I talk to the forests, to the fountains, he lives in a nice place, the mountains, to the streams, everything I talk love, and if nobody's there to listen to me, I speak of it with myself.
Very good.
And anyway, Matt's going to play it on the guitar, which is never written for, but he never lets that stop.
It's better to go forward facing, I think.
And we're using this very old piece of music, whatever we find.
Also, this is another dedication I noticed from our notes, that it's not actually for Rob personally, but it's for people who still can't go out, and they might be
Italy.
thinking about perhaps travelling to the opera, or otherwise going
Yes, you
to
can't go to the
Italy,
opera.
and they're stuck with us.
Yep. Stuck.
And Sky Arts probably. And
Don't you threaten me.
yeah. Why don't you count me in? I'm worried about going too fast. Okay. Here we go then.
Yep. Non so più cosa son, cosa faccio. O di fuoco razon, o di ghiaccio. Ogni donna cangiar di colore. Ogni donna mi fa palpitar. Ogni donna mi fa palpitar. Ogni donna mi fa palpitar. Solo ai nomi d'amor di diletto mi si turba, mi saltero il petto. E a parlare mi sforza d'amore. Un desio che io non posso spiegare, un desio che io non posso spiegar. Non so più cosa son, cosa faccio, o di fuoco son, o di ghiaccio. Ogni donna cangiar di colore, ogni donna mi fa palpitar, ogni donna mi fa palpitar, ogni donna mi fa palpitar. Parlo d'amor vegliando, parlo d'amor sognando, all'acqua, all'ombra, ai monti, ai fiori, all'erbe, ai fonti, all'eco, all'aria, ai venti, che il suon dei vani accenti portano via con sé, portano via con sé. Parlo d'amor vegliando, parlo d'amor vegliando, all'acqua, all'ombra, ai monti, ai fiori, all'erbe, ai fonti, all'eco, all'aria, ai venti, che il suon dei vani accenti portano via con sé, portano via con sé. E se non ho chi moda, e se non ho chi moda, parlo d'amor con me, parlo d'amor con me. Non so più cosa son.
I really enjoyed the summary that you gave. That gets it a lot in much more contemporary and sort of, timeless human nature of understanding.
Oh, that's very kind. Okay. Usually mezzos say, you have to imagine, they're in their ball gown, you have to imagine for this one that I am a boy. Anyway.
Right, please tune in next time. The video will appear in not too distant future of the episode.
Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays and Thursdays.
No, it's great. It's great to do so many.
It's good to have something to do.
I can't believe it. It is good to have so many to do. So many people are twiddling their thumbs. Sorry, I'm mumbling. It's because my heart rate's fast. Reading that.
Yeah, because look at how tiny that is.
It's so small.
And it's for the piano, in fact.
Right.
You did very well.
Well, it's in the idiom of a lot of solo guitar music of that period.
Honest?
They like.
Yeah, but never that. And besides, that was a reading pretty much. And I challenge any guitarist to do that at a reading.
Thanks very much. We'll see you on the next concert soon. And send your request to Patricia Hammond Songs at gmail.com or at patriciahammond.com/requests.
Yes.
It's really hard to do all that without it written in front of you.
You do amazingly. I wouldn't do it.
Bye.